So when I met Ella and Joseph, I sort of came out with a phrase that AI will either be humanity's savior or humanity's destruction. And I just want to elaborate on that. So AI done right, done properly, with ethics, morality, and the safety of human beings at its heart, will contribute towards the savior of humanity in all the different fields, from environmental protection to food safety to better legislation and regulatory regimes. But AI done wrong will lead to a degradation in our current state. There are billions of people who are oppressed, who are living hand to mouth or not even being able to feed their children. And AI done wrong will lead to further and further degradation in human standards, humanity, and will lead to our destruction. So now is a time to act to ensure this technology is developed in a way that makes all our lives happier, safer, and better. So the context, AI companies, and we know all the big names, Google, Microsoft, Apple, X, Grok, and even DeepSeek, just because it's free doesn't mean it's ethical. So we need these companies to stop prioritizing profit over people and in their race to beat competitors. They are putting their short-term gains above the safety of us all. In order to move as fast as possible, it serves AI companies to keep the public uninformed, legislators guessing, and crucial details about their testing kept secret. This is unacceptable. We are gathered here today to demand they change this approach. AI is too powerful and dangerous for it to be developed like a normal tech product. Geoffrey Hinton, the godfather of AI, left Google and said, "The alarm bell I'm ringing has to do with the existential threat of them taking control. Even if the worst case scenario is avoided, society will be fundamentally reshaped by AI." The British public, parliamentarians, legislators, our Prime Minister and his cabinet deserve to have a say in the risks that we are exposed to and the way that a post-AI world will be structured. We are not anti-business, we are not anti-economic growth, but we are anti-unethical business and anti-unethical capitalism. So our demand is for transparency, for the public to have a say. AI companies need to give us the necessary information to understand the state of AI and AI safety. Google agreed to transparency commitments at the AI Seoul Summit and violated them in a year. One of their ex-executives goes and gives lectures at universities around the world, especially in America, and he encourages students to not consider the law when they think about growth. Their message is, get as many users on your platform as fast as possible because the legislators will never keep up. And when you're making billions from unethical use of technology and the governments catch up, you can pay lawyers millions to fight their battles and continue to make these obscene profits in an unethical way. So what do we want? I have come from the pharmaceutical sector, in which is heavily regulated in the interests of the consumer and to keep public safe. So we, as Ella just mentioned, there is no accountability of these AI companies in the UK or around the world. And we demand accountability now. With this break, Google has demonstrated that it cannot be trusted to self-regulate. Our government, Keir Starmer, has talked about a bonfire of regulations. But I, in my 53 years on this planet working in the regulatory sector, no, I haven't seen a business that has successfully self-regulated in the interests of consumers. They only self-regulate in the interests of themselves and their shareholders, and this must stop now! So it is imperative and overdue that the government pass immediate regulation and ensure these companies take all necessary steps to develop AI safely. People must continue to push MPs like myself I'm an independent MP for Dewsbury and Backley. I stand here for my constituents, but I also stand here for all of you and all of the citizens and residents of our country and humanity as a whole. Please push your MPs to take an interest, to learn the harms, to learn the exploitation, to learn the bad practices of these companies, and to hold them to account. So we must continue to raise our voices, to protest, and to inform parliamentarians and those making the laws to protect the people that elected them. For our voice to be part of the conversation, we need to use our collective power. I encourage you to keep educating your communities, and I encourage the media to take this issue seriously and use their platforms to ensure that everybody understands the risk and to hold technology companies and parliamentarians accountable. So I will be staying connected with PauseAI leadership. I will be submitting written and oral questions in the House, and I will generally be chasing this government's leadership for answers and making a nuisance of myself on behalf of you, the public. So again, in conclusion, I come back to thanking you and saying well done to you all for standing up for something you believe in and that is in the interests of the human race as we know it. I thank PauseAI and everybody else who helped organize this protest and those for being here. I said at the beginning, AI done correctly will either be humanity's savior, but if it's done incorrectly and badly, it will lead to our destruction. We can affect the outcome, starting with our protest today. And the UK government and the governments around the world need to step up and protect the people who elected them and not be afraid to regulate tech companies. Because if they don't, we are all at risk. Thank you very much.